On Tuesday, the 12th of December 2017, Nigerian business magnate and philanthropist Mr. Segun Adebutu, the chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, played host to key players in the oil and gas sector, as well as top entrepreneurs in other fields of endeavor. Mr. Segun Adebutu has extended his business acumen to the oil and gas sector with the commissioning of a mega oil city in Ibefum area of Ogun State, Nigeria. The $330 million mega oil city houses the largest petroleum product storage facility in sub-Saharan Africa. It has a capacity of 300 million liters, with the ability to turn out about 7.2 billion liters of petroleum products annually. Undoubtedly, the operation of PETROLEX Mega Oil City will mark the beginning of a legacy that is poised to impact economies and accelerate sustainable development. The event, which was held at the PETROLEX Mega Oil City, had in attendance politicians, business associates, and guests from the oil and gas sector. Among the prominent personalities who graced the occasion were the Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, SAN, GCON, former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR. Senator Dino Melaye represented the President of the Senate, Senator Bukola Saraki, Governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, Governor of Benue State, Mr. Samuel Utom, former Governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, Segun Adebutu, Ogun State Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Otumba Bimbo Ashiru, Senator Ken Nnamani, and the host, Mr. Segun Adebutu, was the chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited. Top dignitaries from the oil and gas sector included Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, Dr. Maikanti Baru, Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Emmanuel Ibekachuku, Mr. Segun Awolowo Jr., the Executive Director and CEO Nigerian Export Promotion Council, NEPC, among others. Royal fathers present were His Royal Majesty, the Oni of Ife, Oba Enitan Ogunwusi, the Oba of Lagos, His Royal Majesty, Oba Rilwan Akinolu, the Alake of Egba Land, Oba Adedotun Gbadebo, and the Obi of Onisha, His Majesty, Nnemeka Alfred Ugochukwu Achebe. In the opening remarks by the Likon of Ibefum, His Royal Majesty, Oba Gideon A. Adetoye, he commended the chairman and CEO of PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, Mr. Segun Adebutu, for investing such an enormous industry in Ibefum, saying that he has shown great courage in actualizing his dreams. He also said the lives of the Ibefum people have begun to experience a positive change, and that this will no doubt provide more job opportunities for the people. He beckoned on more companies to invest in Ibefum.
On behalf of the good people of Ibefum, I want to show our gratitude to you all, particularly you captains of industries, for giving our brother the impetus, the courage to have such a magnitude company in our community. It is a great eye-opener to my people, and we appreciate it. To you, my worthy brother Segun Adebutu, I salute your courage, and I want you to know that God is by your side, God is behind you, God is around you in all ramifications, and the good people of Ibefum are with you, and you shall not fall.
The host, Mr. Segun Adebutu, chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, in his remarks, took the audience on a trajectory of his childhood and spoke on the motivation behind the establishment of PETROLEX Mega Oil City. He also said that, despite the high rate of unemployment in the country, he believes that there are hidden opportunities in the country which entrepreneurs can use as a tool to create more job opportunities. Mr. Segun Adebutu also said that it is a fact that no economy can grow well without the support of the private sector. He therefore urged fellow entrepreneurs to invest in the economy and take Nigeria to greater heights.
My fellow entrepreneurs in the private sector, it's very convenient for us to say that the legislators or the government, they should do more to improve the situation of the country, but anywhere in the world, nothing is growing without the private sector. And even though it takes a long time, even though it can be difficult and hazardous at the same time, I pledge my own input into it, and I appeal to my other businessmen, my other entrepreneurs to do the same. One Ibefum, 1,000 Ibefums, and Nigeria will get better.
Sir Segun Adebutu, in his remarks, congratulated his son, Mr. Segun Adebutu, for daring to dream in a big way and for the courage and focus to actualize his dreams. He also added that he is certain that the creation of PETROLEX Mega oil city is what it takes to make Nigeria the energy landscape of Africa. He therefore prayed that God will continually support and lead him to break more grounds.
As a father, I am proud to be here, particularly because the visionary behind what you see today is my son. I am proud of your accomplishment, Segun Adebutu. You dared to dream, and we are experiencing the outcome of your dream today. In the words of Winston Churchill, quote, "Everyone has his day, and some days last longer than others," end of quote. This is a great day. It is a great day to smile and reflect on the past. A great day to think about the future of great possibilities that lie ahead of us. Segun, we will all support you.
In his remarks, the Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC), Mr. Maikanti Baro, said, "The inauguration of the PETROLEX Mega oil city has clearly demonstrated the resilience of indigenous companies to offer solutions to the economic and energy problems of Nigeria." He added that the project will help in reducing the challenges being faced by Nigeria in terms of delivery of petroleum products. Mr. Maikanti Baro therefore pledged the support of the NNPC towards the cause and congratulated Mr. Segun Adebutu, the Chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, on the success.
I would specifically like to appreciate Mr. Segun Adebutu, the Chairman CEO of PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, for his hard work and commitment put into actualizing this dream. He has, by his project, demonstrated massive confidence in the federal government's willingness to encourage private sector investment into the economy of this nation. His vision, commitment to problem solving, and desire to see a more developed Nigeria is the reason we are all gathered here today. We are equally delighted to note the announcement by PETROLEX Oil and Gas to build a 250,000 barrels per day refinery at the PETROLEX Mega city here in the Ibefum area. And that Wood Mackenzie and Foster Wheeler, the world-renowned engineering companies, have been engaged to conduct studies for the refinery. This is a wonderful development and must be encouraged.
The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Dr. Ibefum, said the tank farm, which is the largest in Africa and sub-Saharan Africa, will be a perfect distribution center in Nigeria, adding that the ministry will work with PETROLEX to ensure that petroleum products are delivered to Nigerians. He also said that he admires the courage of the Chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, Mr. Segun Adebutu, as he pledged his support to the growth of the company.
Our commitment, both as Minister of Petroleum and all the parastatals that work under the ministry, and of course, the NNPC led by Group Managing Director McCarthy, is that we will work assiduously with you, we'll work very collaboratively with you, we will work to provide all the support that you need. That's already started from the sort of briefing you gave me today, to be able to perfect the dream and give a good fillip to some of the dreams that you have. And we do that for one simple reason. It's a selfish reason. It's because it is a worthwhile dream. It is an impressive dream. But more important, it's a collective dream. It's a dream that all of us have together and we can share. So as I drove around today, I simply waxed a bit poetic. And I said, I have seen, I have felt, but of course, how dare I conquer? The bosom of steel tanks, all gathered here, a monstrosity seeking to conquer. The pipelines, like snakes, they meander. At night and at day, and at daytime, a fountain of liquids. Great motion music they beget. But I'm sure that when next we visit here, a brotherhood of furnace and a chariot of huffing we shall see. Man calleth it refinery. We call it engineering. PETROLEX, time is of essence. Get going and congratulations.
In his remarks, the governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibefum Ogun, who was represented by the SSG of the state, Barrister Taiwo Adeoluwa, said, "The establishment of PETROLEX Mega Oil City has come at the right time," adding that the government of Ogun State is committed to making businesses thrive. He also commended the efforts of the chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, Mr. Segun Adebutu, and pledged his support to the cause.
On behalf of the government and the group of Ogun State, I especially congratulate Mr. Segun Adebutu, the chairman CEO, the management and the entire members of staff of PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited on this occasion of the official commissioning of a 300 million litre tank farm in Abia State. In the same vein, I commend all those who have in one way or another contributed to making possible the siting of this tank in Ogun State. Let me state that we are not particularly surprised that more and more businesses are opening up in Abia State. At the last count, Your Excellency, Ogun State has played host to over 300 major companies since we came on board 6.5 years ago.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo, in his remarks, urged the federal government to support private initiatives such as PETROLEX, saying that without government encouragement, the efforts may come to naught. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo also urged the federal government and Nigerians to leverage on the tank farm to tackle supply and distribution of petroleum products in the country, as non-utilization of it could result in colossal waste. He lauded the initiative of the chairman and CEO PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, Mr. Segun Adebutu, and urged the federal government to provide the necessary support in order to maximize the facility.
Really delighted to be here again to see the completion of this, making it available. But I will say that, yes, the private sector, but private sector without support of public sector in a thing like this will amount to nothing. Nothing. And I like the statement made by the group MD and the Honorable Minister. Segun, you can hold them to their statement. And where you need to do something to satisfy their need, please make sure you do them.
In his remarks, Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, congratulated the chairman and chief executive officer of PETROLEX Oil and Gas Limited, Mr. Segun Adebutu, saying that the project is of special significance and testimony to the power of vision. He also said that when fully operational, PETROLEX Mega Oil City will no doubt go a long way in helping the federal government achieve its target of reducing fuel importation by 20% by the late 2018 and first quarter of 2019. Professor Yemi Osinbajo said the creation of the tank farm will substantially improve retail distribution in Nigeria, increase domestic storage of petroleum products, and pave the way for economic recovery and growth.
We expect that this space will be filled by investments in facilities such as this, and this is why we are delighted that this facility with the capacity to store 300 million liters of petroleum products, the largest of its kind in the country, and I'm told the largest in sub-Saharan Africa, and conveniently holding 4,000 trucks at a time, and a jetty capable of berthing about 30 million metric tons of cargo. This will substantially improve retail distribution in Nigeria, increase domestic storage capacity for petroleum products, and the cargo coming in on barges from larger vessels for now will be stored and loaded from the gantry right here. It will decongest the Apapa and Ibefum tanker traffic and facilitate the distribution from here to practically anywhere in the country. But more cheering is the fact that this facility is still a work in progress. The tank farm that we're commissioning today represents only the first phase of a much grander project, the Mega Oil City, which will include a 250,000 barrel per day refinery. And this clearly will be, to date, possibly the largest single refinery that we have in the country.
This was followed immediately by the official commissioning of PETROLEX Mega Oil City, as supervised by Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Vice President of Nigeria.
It is now my very special pleasure and privilege to commission the PETROLEX Mega Oil City project for the benefit of the people of Nigeria and to the glory of God.
Series of photo and video sessions ensued afterwards as the event was brought to a close. From Biscayne Communications, we congratulate Mr. Segun Adebutu on this magnificent stride.